What's up, everybody? Okay, we're just live. I don't think anyone's here yet. But my name is Clark Beckham. I'm playing at the Fontanel at 7 o'clock. It is 6:25, 6:30, 6:20, something like that. If you leave now, you can get here in time. So I'm playing at 7 o'clock, and it's a free show. I've got some questions here from you guys. And if you have any more questions, go ahead and comment, and I'll try to read. I try to answer those too. But here's the questions I have. I haven't seen them yet, so here we go. How has growing up in Nashville influenced your music? That's a great question. So I grew up, born and raised in Nashville, but most of the genre of my music is definitely centered on R&B and soul, and not necessarily country. But I think maybe my love for, secretly want to be like a super incredible guitar player, like electric guitar player god. Like, just, I think partly because of my dad, and also partly because Nashville on the Broadway scene, the guitars are so centered in the focus and are so rad, and there's so many. I think the best guitar players in the world are in Nashville. So I think that would be that answer. Second question is, and again, if you guys have any questions, just comment below, and I'll try to answer those too. Second question is, who would you consider to be your top musical influence? I definitely say my dad, but you guys don't know who that is, most likely. So it's my dad. But other than my dad, my top musical influence is probably vocally Ray Charles. Musically, as far as like instruments and stuff and chords, Stevie Wonder. I would say those two, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. And this just says, tell me about Year One. So Year One is my EP that just came out, my first recording project since American Idol. For those of you who don't know, I was the runner-up on American Idol season 14. And since then, I've been working on this project literally for 2-3 years. And I would not release it. I wouldn't release anything until it was perfect, till I was proud of every track and did everything I wanted to do with it. And so now I've gotten to that point, and so it is out, and it's also a story. It's, kind of represents my first year of doing this whole music thing as a solo independent artist at the very beginning, with no manager, no agent, no record label, no nothing. And now I've got some of those pieces, which are really fun. But it's just kind of finding my way how to do this on the independent route. That's what Year One stands for. But the EP is out. It's on iTunes and Spotify, Amazon, Google Play, all that stuff, wherever you listen to music. I've also got physical copies that are for sale and that I can sign if you come at 7 o'clock. It is, what time is it now? What time is it now? 6:26. It's 6:26. You can still make it if you guys come. If you guys come, you can still make it. Next question. What is, someone has asked, love your shirt. Where's it from? Well, thank you for asking. This shirt is from Vintage Creek Boutique at Fontanel, and they made it for me, and it represents a song that's actually the first song that I'm going to sing here at 7 o'clock. At 6:30, you can still make it. It's called I Need, and the song is just saying, like, it's my confession of, I want to be this independent, strong person who can do everything and doesn't need anybody, doesn't need anything. I can do everything myself. But that's just not the case. We all need, and we're all people who need things, love, peace, faith, those kinds of things. And then ultimately find it. How I sing it and how I write it and what it means to me is ultimately all the things I need are found in God and God alone. But that's what that song's about. But this says I need Nashville, which is so appropriate because I love Nashville and I do need Nashville. Let's move on. Next question. What is your favorite song from the EP? That is a great question. My favorite song, I think my favorite song is Hocus Pocus. It's really smooth and chill, and the production is fantastic on it. It was produced by two guys, two great producers in LA, Eric Jackson, and Storm, and they did some Usher stuff, and they've got great resumes, and they killed it. They knocked it out of the park. And then my buddy Austin Goodlow did the guitar solo. We recorded at my house, and it's like 8 guitars on this solo, and it was right after like John Mayer was putting out his stuff on this last album, so it's heavily influenced by Mayer. Mayer's a massive influence musically as well for me, and a hero of mine. Next question is hello Pat. Pat says hi Clark. Hello Pat Polk. Anyway, the next question is, how is touring with John Bellion? Could we expect a collab from you two sometime? What a great question as well. I did tour. I opened for John Bellion for a couple tours, for a stint of each tour, and it was awesome. John is the man. Everybody that he brings around him, they are gold and solid, strong people that I look up to and love musically and on a personal relationship. Great people, friends for life for sure. And it was awesome. So fun singing. Just me and my acoustic guitar for a giant audience of John Bellion crazy fans. Me, myself, being one of the John Bellion crazy fans. And so that was really fun and challenging, but a blast, and I'm so glad I got to do that. Could we expect a collab from you two sometime? I mean, you can expect whatever you want, you know? You could expect it. I would obviously not say, I would not tell you if it's going to happen, but you can expect it if you want, because you can expect things. I expect great things. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, let's go to the next question. What's your favorite concert you've ever been to? Dang it, that's a really good question. What's your favorite concert you've ever been to? This isn't the question, but my first concert ever was Backstreet Boys, and I'm unashamed of that. It was in Memphis in the Pyramid before it was like the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Gross. It was like way cooler when I went. I saw Stevie Wonder. That was wild. One of the most impressive musical performances I've ever seen in my life was Jarle Bernhoft. And it was at 3rd and Lindsley with like 150, 200 people. And he did a lot of loop pedal stuff. And it was one of the most impressive concerts I've ever been to. I'm gonna leave it there. I think that's true. Okay, well, I think that is it. Sorry, I was just reading comments, make sure nobody asked a question. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I play at 7 o'clock. Now it's 6:30, so I bet that you still have time to come. I play at 7, so please come. I have the EP here, physical copies, really cool artwork from a comic book artist from... I actually don't know where he's from, but he's from Asia because he doesn't speak English. So that's here, and then I have an EP release concert July 6th. You can go to my Instagram, which is just Clark Beckham, and you can find in my bio is the link to get tickets. So go to that. That's on July 6th. We're trying to sell that out pretty quickly. So go ahead and get your tickets now, because when it's sold out, it's full and you can't let anybody else in. So go ahead and get those now. And I think that's it. So I perform at 7 o'clock. It's still 6:30 because I just said that, and we all still have time. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys take care. Thanks.